PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today.
Sizzling Summer August High Hands at PBKC. Now every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight. $15,000 cash giveaway on August 30th. Also this month are August Progressive High Hand Weekends with a $100,000 bonus giveaway. Win extra cash for qualifying hands. Miss it today, win more tomorrow. Visit the Poker Room for more information.
Standing by. Are we supposed to stand up?
I almost stood up.
You were leaning forward.
Stand by doesn't mean stand.
The producer said stand by. I'm like, okay, I'll stand up right now.
He doesn't know who he's talking to now. Welcome to PBKC Picks. It's Wednesday morning. It's 10 a.m. You know where you're going to be, right here at the second floor poker room at the Palm Beach Kennel Club here in West Palm Beach, Florida. My name is Mike Jamison.
It is.
Right over here, assistant general manager, and one of the luckiest card pullers I've ever seen on the card show on Sunday.
Yeah, so I know how to pull lucky cards out of boxes. I know how to pick champions, and I know stats. So
you can cook. You can cook too, right?
Yeah. I can't.
Really? I thought you knew how to cook.
Let him cook. Go ahead,
And
Ernest.
here's Ernest, too. Ernest Christian.
So apparently Lexi and I, we renamed our my podcast today. I was walking up here. She's like, who's that squeaking? I go, it's me. Ernest is squeaking. So
Ernest is squeaking.
Ernest is squeaking.
See, now we got something.
shout out to Lexi.
Yeah, when that takes off now, you're going to owe her some money for that.
You damn right.
Somebody should trademark that and lock it in so it shuts them out.
Squeaking. I like that.
I got my people on that right now.
That's fantastic.
What's going on in sports this week, Mike?
Oh, there's so much going on in sports. But before that, we're going to talk about the best place to watch sports, and that's right here at PBKC for Feast and Football.
This feast,
I'm hungry.
It's coming
That's
up.
going to be every football Sunday starting on September 7th, and it's a $25 all-you-can-eat buffet. But that buffet is free with a $25 or more bet placed day of at PBKC with the Hard Rock Bet app. So, essentially every Sunday you can come in, show us your wagers that you bet 25 or more while you're sitting here, and every football Sunday get a free buffet. I mean, you can't really beat that.
Good.
So this year is the first year in 12 years that I'm not a Dolphins season ticket holder.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why'd you stop?
Well, so you have deals like this, and you could come down and make a $25 bet.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I could see it on a
That's
screen.
the
I could
thing,
sit in
yeah.
air condition. I get to watch the Eagles. Add that to the list, and then I get to eat wings for free if I make a $25 bet.
Can't beat it,
like,
man.
I go down to a Dolphin game, it's going to cost me like $500.
I will come down there to watch a game, not for the Dolphins, not for the
Okay.
Giants and Eagles, though. Definitely, I'm not doing that.
We're doing that.
No,
No,
I
we're not
hope
doing
to
that.
see you on Sundays, and it's no better place. 140 HD TVs, tabletop TVs.
It's the only place you can watch your game because you're a Raiders guy.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that you can't watch it anywhere
Well,
else.
most of those
Well,
are
we're
going to
cover them
late.
today on the AFC West preview, so look out for
You're
that.
not going to see any of those games this season. But as we go into the NFL, let's talk about what's going on in one of our favorite towns to talk about. That's Cleveland. Let's talk about it.
First off, isn't this the best time of year right now? This
It
is
is.
literally like
I'm
Christmas.
getting warmed up.
Christmas, I get it, like Santa
okay.
Claus and
Got to spend
the
a lot of
birth,
money. And
Jesus,
No,
all
you're
that
not.
stuff. That's all great, but the NFL kickoff on day number 1, where the Eagles. All right, I got to tell you guys something real quick.
Go
All right,
ahead. Tell us.
I got a huge problem. So
Huge.
the NFL season
Huge.
kicks off on Thursday, and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles are playing Dallas Cowboys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will be in the middle of God knows where in the Galapagos on
Where?
on a boat, floating, scuba diving, and I do not know how I'm going to see this game yet.
You're just not going to see it.
Do not say that. I don't.
You're
know
just not
if
gonna
I-
see it. Just
I
deal-
don't
just
know.
deal with it.
I don't know if I swim the shore.
Well, who booked this in the first place?
I don't know if I got to buy a Starlink for one day. I do not know what to do. We have a huge crisis on our hands.
Let me ask you a question. When did you book this trip, first off? When did you book it?
So far out, it was a
Like
year
a
ago.
year?
A year
Oh.
ago,
Oh,
and
you
we
didn't
have
know.
a crisis. This is the reason why people guys say don't book a wedding in the fall for
Don't get married at all.
Saturday. Don't get.
That's
There
why.
you
That's
go.
why I'm a spring guy.
There you go.
Spring wedding.
So
spring
you
wedding.
can't- You don't
April
book
3rd. Let's
you
go.
don't- you don't book a wedding in fall. I have a huge problem, but it's I got to
Yes,
do
to
something.
swim. I agree.
I literally might swim, but yeah, let's talk football.
Just get over it.
I have
You're gonna do
anxiety
it.
about this. I just had to vent that, but thank you for listening.
Just record a game. Turn off your phone.
You got to
go
be
again.
nuts record the
No,
game.
I'm gonna text you every
scores?
time Pickens
I
gets
agree.
a touchdown, every time CeeDee Lamb gets a touchdown. I'm gonna
Right.
text you
Let's
all
go,
the
Dak.
scores.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep me updated.
That's
Keep me
when
updated.
everybody else on the show and anybody else that knows you is a
Pickens,
Dallas
by the way,
Cowboys
you know,
fan.
Pickens is over there. That's a problem.
And piggybacking also what you said, we're now 72 hours away from our first college football game of the season. 72 hours away.
So who plays?
I think Boise against Kansas State. I think it is.
That field gives feel like I can have a
think-
seizure when I watch
Yeah.
that. Like, you ever see that?
The blue,
thing?
the all blue.
Yeah.
it's a little much.
Are they
sometimes.
home?
I don't know.
I might just have to listen on the radio then if they are, because it's bad. It's bad news. I think it's psychological that they do that on purpose. Somebody should have a pink field and really punish.
No, I'm sorry, I was
somebody.
wrong. It was Iowa State and Kansas State. But
Okay,
still ranked,
thank you. I can
two
watch
ranked
that.
teams,
A couple
though.
of states,
watch
yeah.
that.
A couple of states, they're
Yeah.
ranked teams.
Okay, well, let's talk about what's going on in the NFL right now because
Yeah,
the
start
Cleveland
there.
Browns have officially named their veteran quarterback Joe Flacco.
Shocker.
Do you have the full depth chart for that position, please?
I think it's
Let's
pretty
go.
easy.
Okay,
It's,
go
it's
ahead.
Flacco
Yeah.
in the second place.
Kenny Two Gloves.
Kenny Two Gloves.
Yeah.
And you got Gabriel.
Really?
Third. And then?
And then you got Shador
Oh,
Sanders. in
good. This will be
fourth.
great. Yeah, so that's great news to hear. The fourth guy doesn't usually make it, right?
Maybe not this time.
But they said they're going to carry all the guys on their roster, which again
they
is silly.
said.
They're going to carry all four of those guys on their roster would be the
No,
wildest thing.
No, what? It's the Cleveland Browns.
I hope
It
one
is.
of them can kick too, possibly. The Cleveland Browns came out and officially named Joe Flacco. Former
Surprise?
Super
No,
Bowl.
we all
knew.
call this.
We
No,
all
it's
knew.
stability. You put the veteran in there. The bigger question is going to be how long will be the starting quarterback. I already have the over-under week 5.
Okay, are there packages in for – there's no package for Kenny Two Gloves. There's no reason that you need a guy with 2 gloves to go out and feel like, all right, bring in the 2 gloves because we're gonna really throw him off. This guy has 2 gloves on. It's going to confuse them. They don't know whether he's throwing right or left. They get confused. I don't think there's a package for him. Is there a package for Shador?
I don't see it.
You don't see it.
I don't see it.
You don't see it.
You seem to be.
He's not that special in that way. Like he's not like he's mobile, but he's not fast. I don't see
Okay.
anything you can do to create him to make him put him in a game like that. I don't see anything that you can
Okay.
create. Like, it's not Lamar.
You have some stock now, it
So,
seems. In
so I
Shador
was
Sanders.
emotionally invested in this guy, but not in a good way. I'm like, this guy's no good. Like you heard it on the show. I just been hammering, and now I literally fell accidentally. I'm financially invested. Financially invested in Shador Sanders.
So
Good.
let's tell them the story now.
All right, so we're here. The card show. The card show was great. The next one is
amazing.
when.
The next one is in October.
This thing was jam-packed. They had all the football stuff. I said, all right, football season's coming up. I got to get involved. There's some guys I want to get. I want to pull Arch Manning. I want to get a couple other things for next season, whatever. So I get a box of Score Football. And it has autographs and all this stuff in there. And let me tell you how hard it is first to hit an autograph that's worth anybody. And then let me tell you how hard it is to hit a numbered autograph. So, number to 20, okay, if you will. There's only 20. Follow me?
Yeah.
So there's only 20. There's not more than 20. So if it's number to 20, there's only 20, 1 through 20.
Yeah.
So I had the misfortune, or if you will, for some people
Fortune
might
or
think
misfortune.
of fortune, of pulling no other. I have this card right here. And it's hard to see. I'm going
green
to go ahead and
screen
take
is
it
gonna
out.
kill
I'm
you.
going to take it out of the
Pretty
thing. It's a
now it's not
Shador.
worth anything.
It's a Shador Sanders to number 10 or number 20 autograph card. So you think this guy, if he was supposed to be who he was, the number 1 draft pick or whatever, this card's worth like $800.
Yeah.
I can't find a buyer right now. We have
Now.
a problem.
Right now.
Like
For now.
We don't know where he's going to end up. He's going to end up on a practice squad, and then next thing you know, he's back at the mansion and he's driving around his Benz or whatever. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I have this card. So what do? Do we hold? Do we wait?
I hold.
You hold?
I hold.
Until what? Because you know what it goes.
Because
When
I
it
don't
goes
think-
from
I don't
right
think-
now, if I fire sold it, I could get 200. If I fire sold
that
it,
would
okay?
be a waste.
All right.
I wait.
The box cost, I think the box was like 270. But I got some other cards out of there. I'm more happy, and I wish this was the auto. I actually pulled a Gianti.
Ashton Genty?
Yeah.
Okay.
To
You
20.
mean rookie of the year?
To
a
20.
rookie of
Yeah,
the
my
year.
rookie of the
That's
year.
your Roy.
To 20, which is actually worth. It's probably pretty close. It's more in demand than the Shador. So
Oh, it is.
okay, so now we have the nightmare of Shador, and now I'm invested. I don't even know if he's going to make the roster. I have this card. And it's funny. Everybody's polarized on it, saying you either love him or you either hate him. But what happens is in supply and demand and all that stuff. If half the people love him, the other half hate him. That drives down demand, right? So the price drives down. If everybody loved him, it would drive the price up. So we have this problem, and maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I got to start talking him up to raise my stock. I'll give false information out like you see all over in the media. Be like, yeah, Shador, he's the man, he's great. And then people start hearing that because you know how many people listen to our show.
Of course.
And then start spreading
Millions.
it. Yeah. and then set a false narrative, and then unload that thing, right?
This I don't understand, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shador played the first game of the
Lit it up.
right?
Lit it up.
Right, lit
Hall
up.
of Fame
Dylan
game.
Gabriel played last
Right.
week.
I didn't own the
Philadelphia.
card then.
Right.
But arguably it was worth
Dylan
more.
Gabriel played the second game.
Yeah.
I'll ask Jake's question, since, who played better in your opinion of the two guys?
Two different teams, obviously. The Eagles definitely have a stronger defense. I understand that this is B team and C team. I really do. I'm really going to say half and half. I mean, even performances. It didn't help that Gabriel threw a pick six. That pick six didn't help.
Right.
That because of the wide receivers were pulling their hands back. I thought that was kind of
Short arming it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the voice
So,
of
that's the voice
our
of the-
producer.
Mr.
Yeah,
Cleveland. Yeah, Mr.
But my
Cleveland.
point is,
Browns.
though, from what I saw, because I watched both guys' game tape as well, and I thought Shador played not significantly better, but he played better than Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
So why is he on number 4 on the depth chart? I don't understand that part. Are they seeing something in camp that is like not translating, or is it the Browns being the Browns again? I don't know.
So here's what you do, and I made this play before, and this is when we talk genius and insight and what to do. I'm going to give you the game plan for this card. Okay, so I have this card. I believe it's supposed to be worth more. It's not. Okay.
That's Shador. Okay.
Okay. So you ever hear of hedging your bet?
Of course.
So I'm going to go, and I could get the rookies. The other guys are way cheap. Gabriel and those guys, way cheap because they're not big names or whatever nobody's talking about. So what I'll do is I'll diversify. And I did this one other time, and I was not wrong this time. You know when I did it?
Last year?
No. When did I do it? There was a player called Carson Wentz, and he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Philadelphia Eagles then drafted a gentleman named Jalen Hurts.
My guy.
Okay?
I remember him.
Jalen Hurts, by all accounts, was like, okay, he's going to be the backup. Everybody got a little rattled or whatever. I had a feeling. I said, okay, there's an opportunity here. Carson Wentz coming off an injury and some other things that he can't handle the pressure of Jalen Hurts behind him. Jalen Hurts is a consummate professional. I started buying before Jalen Hurts saw any chance of touching the field and hedged my bet. And boy, did I smash it. Carson Wentz cards down the toilet. Jalen Hurts through the ceiling. I have all the Jalen Hurts cards. I have them all. I have autographs. I have the numbers. I have them all. Carson?
He's in Chiefs last year, but
yeah, he's in there. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to diversify. I'm going to get away from Shador a little bit, and then I can't miss then. Follow what I'm saying?
Right,
Do you think Shador could someday be a top 9 quarterback also?
someday, Ali, no. But
let's make a
roster.
I feel like that's pointed.
But let's make a roster first. Let's make a roster.
I feel like that's a pointed. Like, he can't make the top 4. He's not top 3 on his team. So how can he make top 9, right? That would mean in order to make top 9, if you're not beating Flacco, Gabriel, and Joe Smith, what's his last guy's name? Whatever, Pickens. If you're not beating those guys, now you're at least 4th. Yeah. So no, Mike. The answer is no. How about that? It's no.
Okay, so when Noah pulled this card the other day, we said we're going to ask everybody, all of our listeners and viewers, hey, give him some advice. One of the things we were talking about was he was going to try to pawn it off on our producer Jake. He's very Clevelandy.
Yeah, trying to get 200. He's hearing too much now. I'm talking.
He knows too much.
Right. Yeah.
But what do you think that Noah should do with that card? He's got a signed rookie of Shador Sanders. Yeah. I mean, if this happened 3 weeks ago, he would have had to gotten rid of it after that first preseason.
Wait, imagine if it happened before the draft.
Yeah.
I hold.
And then it would have went
amazing.
from the day before the draft. It would have went from probably 500 to when he got picked in the 5th round or whatever round it was. It would have been more like $50.
I would still hold.
And then you end up in Cleveland anyway.
I will still hold. I do think he will get some time in the field at some point this year. The Browns will be really bad. And they're going to want to see.
There's no chance he ends up on a practice squad, right?
No. Because I think they're going to want to see what he has. Once out of play contention, they'll probably play in week 13, week 14. Okay. They'll throw him in the game, and he'll probably play decent.
All right, so based on our Ernest, we're going to hold.
Yes.
We're going to wait. Hold. We're going to pray to God.
The name alone is going to sell the
opportunity. Pray to John Madden that somehow, some way, Kenny Two Gloves, he can't find his gloves for the game or something,
his hand.
And then Joe Flacco's just too old, where he's like, you know what, I'm going to start collecting Social Security and I'm going to stop playing. And then
because I'll be honest, I'll be honest with you, the Shador at number 4 on the chart seems very strategic.
Right.
More than anything else.
All right, I'm putting this in a safe. When I get home, it goes right in the safe. That's where
because he played well. The one game he played this preseason, he played very well.
Right.
So I don't know.
Put it in there.
And I have a safe, and you notice how I mentioned safe, so nobody raids my house to get this card. Follow me?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I was worried about somebody waiting for you downstairs. To be honest with you. Yeah. Okay. Also, in starting quarterback news, yesterday, Danny Dimes
Pause.
is starting for the Colts.
Pause. That's not his name anymore.
It's not.
What is
No,
it?
as of yesterday, he changed his name.
No,
What
he
is his
did.
name?
Did he?
Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's probably
Oh.
copyrighted. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
that.
No. This is true though.
You're
This
going
happened
to,
yesterday.
you're going to jail.
Whoa, wait.
Don't look at me.
How did I miss this?
You didn't see that yesterday?
I'm
in the news?
usually
Yeah.
Indiana
the guy-
Jones.
I usually do that. What a
Corny
great-
as it can be.
I like
But
it.
Did he do it
whatever.
himself?
No.
You can't.
don't
You're
know.
not allowed to
do
give
that
your.
himself.
You know that's against the rules to give yourself
Whatever.
a nickname. You're
Well,
not allowed to do that.
I don't know. That's not my problem anymore. That's
Right.
That's
So,
Indy's
no,
problem.
Danny Dimes. It's funny because I got some bets here. The Giants might. I would love nothing more than Danny, Indiana Dimes to light it up
Of course.
and
course
be
we
like,
do.
'Cause
look
you're a
at the
hater.
Giants screwed up again. They let their best player go, and then another best player go.
Because you're a horrible human being. Of course,
You
you
know-
know that happen. That's
You do
why.
know that they actually let Saquon go.
Yes.
In order
Look,
to keep
I'm
Danny,
a Giant fan.
Indiana Jones.
My team is stupid.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. Carry
Okay.
on.
Thank you.
So
The first step is admitting it.
the real question here, the real story is not this Jones going to start because I kind of called that actually like months ago.
Oh, you
The-
did.
I did.
What the story's
real-
Richardson? Let's talk.
That's the story. Is now what? Because now his agent is saying now that he's upset about all this and whatnot.
Of course he is.
Well, no offense, your numbers have been trash. You can't stay healthy. I mean, he's raw talent, but now was it year 3 now?
Are you a
for this
homer?
thing?
Are you
At
homer?
least
Are you
3.
homering it now?
What do
So-
you mean? What do you mean? In terms of homer
Are
again?
you're a homer because Danny Dimes is your.
No, I just think AR-15 is too wonky.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So here's the thing: Are we okay? Shador, AR, very similar in my opinion. Like flashy, exciting, college great, all this stuff. And I'm a Gator fan, and AR did some good things or whatever. Are we making mistakes here in buying into the hype of the flash and not going to the nuts and bolts? So take a guy like say Jalen Hurts, okay? Not flashy, not flashy. Not
wait,
flashy.
you mean my guy, right? My guy.
Yeah, your guy.
Yeah.
Not flashy, but a winner. So as we're dismissing a player like Jalen Hurts, who's not flashy and maybe hands
Who's
off
doing
the
that
ball,
though? Who's doing that?
he's not even serviceable enough to play in the field, and we're hyping up guys like AR and Sanders and all these other guys. Win some games, and then you get credibility. You lose, you don't get credibility.
There's something we just said there. I mean,
did.
also,
I said it.
you did say it, but you also have they also have a much better team. Also, I'm not giving Jalen Hurts. I'm not knocking him because I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy.
Yeah,
but the team
beat the
is
dead-
pretty
beat the horse.
stacked
Beat
across
that
the
horse,
board.
Earnest.
It is
The horse is dead. Beat it.
It is literally
Yeah.
Troy Aikman in the '90s. Literally, Troy Aikman in the '90s.
You just compared Jalen Hurts to Troy Aikman.
I did.
This
I said it.
I am. This might be my last show.
There was a
He's
news
better
story.
than Aikman.
There was a Philadelphia news story I saw before I came up here, and I was going to share it just to make your head explode that people
Somebody
were talking.
punching Santa? Or?
No, I mean that happens, but that happens on a yearly
Yeah.
basis.
That's
That's
right.
like what Philadelphians do. But what ended up happening was somebody looked back at the draft that Hurts was in, I believe it's 2020, and some kind of publication came out and said he would have still been like the 4th pick in that draft if they did it all over again. And I was like shocked because I
So
was like,
2020
well,
was who
Burrow?
again? Was that Josh Allen also too in that draft?
No. Burrow,
Burrow,
Herbert,
Herbert.
Hurts,
Jerry Jeudy was in it.
and then Chase, and yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, the thing is, the question is going to be this:
What do you need?
Can you place Jalen Hurts on X team and that team automatically wins
Yes.
8, 9, 10 games?
Yes.
Like if I put
Yes.
if I put
Cleveland,
Jalen,
winner.
if I put Jalen
Cleveland,
Hurts right
about
now,
that.
the
Super
Browns,
Bowl.
for example, is the Browns going to win 8, 9, 10 games?
Yes, because he starts managing the whole entire franchise. Like he has so much energy that he can actually get the franchise correct just by being himself. Yeah.
I love the kid, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
knock the guy. You know how I feel about him.
Yeah.
But
No, I do.
oh wait, hello Rebel Poker. I apologize for not commenting on the. I
Rebel Poker.
apologize.
Hey, Rebel Poker. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
We got to talk about the Bengals. They're listening now to trade offers for the 4-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Trey Hendrickson.
Please God, Philadelphia. This is the
So-
one I've been watching.
So I don't know. I know you watched the game on Monday. Like I don't want to take preseason and use that as the be all end all. But the defense does not look improved at all.
Wait, how about this? How about you're at risk of losing your best? He was the sack leader last year, right?
He's close to it. Yeah.
He was
He
the
was.
sack leader.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now your defense absolutely is a dumpster fire, and we're having conversations as we sign 2 wide receivers for bazillions of dollars to let Henderson walk is bizarre to me. Why people are allowed to be in charge of teams and make decisions that are like, you keep repeating this thing. Everybody knows
right.
Bengals offense great, Bengals defense stinks.
9-8.
What do you do at some point? Like if you're good at one thing and you stink at something else, stop putting effort and resources into what you're very good at, the offense, and start paying a little attention to resources on defense.
And I get why they didn't want to pay the guy because he's, 31-ish in that area. You want to pay
talk to
3,
the Steelers.
4, 5 years.
Talk to the Steelers. They pay.
Yeah, but at the same time, but the Steelers couldn't get away with that because Steelers have still a really good defense around them, even without Watt.
Right. No, they can't get away
with
from Henderson.
With Henderson, they're bad even with him. So why would you let your best player now?
All right, so
pretty much go.
maybe this scenario. Okay, so the Eagles have a ton of draft stock, right? And I know I'll focus on them, but there's been a lot of talk about something happening here. We could use the help on the edge. We absolutely can.
Oh,
so
don't do it,
if you have a
please.
team that's trying to get over the hump, or I'm sorry, we're already over the hump. I don't even know what you would term it. To get over the hump again or stay over the hump?
Humping.
Anyway,
It's humping. It's humping.
Humpers,
Now you're just humping now.
So you stay on the other side of the hump, on the good side of the hump, by getting Hendrickson, and you give a couple picks away because we already have too many good players. So why not give some of that?
I
equity
will
and do
stop
it?
watching the NFL this year if that happens. If he goes to Philadelphia, goodbye.
Okay.
Write it
Drop the
down.
headset. Goodbye.
This is going to be an interesting show every
This
week
is
to
great.
talk to you when you're not going to watch any of the games.
I'll just say
That'll be awesome.
frickin' Eagles.
I hope you're a
frickin'
man of your
Eagles.
word. I hope you're a man of your word.
So the Dolphins are reportedly expected to sign veteran edge rusher Matt Judon to a one-year deal.
That's a good situation there.
Go ahead. Let's hear why it's good.
I mean, he's a solid player. I mean, $6 million is not going to kill you cap-wise. This is the all-in for the Dolphins. Like the Dolphins, they have to make the playoffs this year, or else this thing is going to blow up. That includes Tua also in his future.
It's funny that you say that. I just had this conversation with a longtime Dolphin fan. I told him, I don't think I'm going out for all the games this year. And I said, are you seeing what I'm seeing for the Dolphins this year? They are grasping at straws. There's no definition of what they're trying to do, right? Dolphins used to be very good defensive backs, not so much pressure from the line, but their defensive backs, they've always had good safeties and try to do things on the corners.
Not this year.
And then rip it downfield and try to make some plays, okay? Now you gotten away from that, and now you're literally down to, like when we would play football with my buddies, and you have the fastest guy who's on the field, you just be like, Tyreek go long. And they're literally down to this. That's all they have. And now they're grasping at straws trying to do these things. I don't even know what their offense is. Sometimes they come in. They can't get a 1-yard run. They can't do it. They don't know how to do a 1-yard run. This thing is setting up bad. So you get Judon. You're like, oh, look, we got Judon. Nobody even wanted him, right?
Apparently.
Okay, so we're in August, and he's at home still. So you like to think at some point that somebody knows how much value a guy has. So like, oh, let's go get him. This is a grasping at straw thing unless Phillips isn't going to be back. Phillips should be back.
He's always hurt anyway, too, even when he's healthy.
Who is?
Phillips is always getting hurt.
Yeah, Phillips.
He's a good player when he's healthy, but
this isn't an impact. Good signing. You got another guy to take a spot
it's
up.
1 year. You don't want to pay the guy multiple years, but 1 year.
All right, how many sacks?
Him
over under? Yeah.
this year?
Yeah.
So this place at 6.
Give me how do I get the under on that thing? Because 6 is a lot, Ernest.
I'm saying
especially
6.
from the Dolphins. Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I mean, basically opposite Phillips, we'll see. I don't know.
So if anybody watched the Commanders game the other night, Brian Robinson Jr., he was held out of the game because they keep talking about trading him. And one of the interesting things, this was a funny video I saw. I keep seeing these NFL fantasy drafts videos coming up, and we're going to have our fantasy draft on Tuesday, so we're going to have a lot to talk about next week on the show when we all make poor decisions. So what ends up happening is these guys have the old school board up there. So the guy with his first pick puts B. Robinson. He was trying to go draft Bijan, ends up drafting Brian Robinson Jr., who right now really doesn't even have a team that he's playing for. But Brian Robinson Jr. is the gentleman who, he's gotten past a lot of things in his life, including like gunshot wounds.
Yep.
I wish the best for him, but it seems to me like he's not going to be wearing a Commander's uniform this year.
And a lot of Commander friends I speak to, they think he's not good. So, I mean, it fits the narrative here. But it's kind of weird having all these like issues with the Commanders. A team that's ascending, Final Four team last year. You have the receivers still holding out. You have this situation with Robinson Jr. Those are things that could be a distraction going into the year. So just look out for that situation.
I got an idea.
What's up?
We should throw some of these curveballs in there. So you have Joe Burrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put Jay Burrow on there, and then we'll have like Julie Burrow with Jay Burrow on there.
I like that.
And then like people just absolutely waste a draft pick on a player that doesn't exist. Like have it like
That's a great
almost
idea.
Like a
You're
little,
setting a stage for something
put a
here,
little
buddy.
more, like be like, oh my God, I wanted to get Joe Burrow and I got Julie.
I was in a fantasy draft that was like it's like a league where you had to like bid on stuff, like an auction draft years ago when David Johnson was like the hottest player in the league. And there was
those days.
also a defensive player named David Johnson. And so what people would do to fool people is they'd start the bidding on the defensive player David Johnson. Other people will come in and like bid half their salary to try to get this guy who was a first round or maybe the first pick, and they would totally get screwed on it. It's hilarious what used to happen back then, but we're gonna have
Don't miss the show on Tuesday. Fantasy football is the best. Were you in my league, Mike? We were in leagues and we always battle heads up. You remember when Rocco was in there and where everybody's fighting with each other? We had kicker incidents, and all this stuff. Do you remember when there was a gentleman who was the old food service director here years and years ago with his first pick overall? In the first round, he took Devin Hester.
Is it what I think it is?
From the Chicago Bears.
Talk about Geider?
Is it
No,
Geider?
it was Tim. Tim
Hansen.
took
I
Devin
remember him.
Hester in the first round. I'm at my computer at home, and Devin Hester goes off the board in the first round. So we knew what kind of competition we're at. I expect kind of the same out of you and some other things this week.
For sure.
We'll really see. Okay,
Wait, he's not good at fantasy. He's not good at fantasy.
He wants to say that. The first time I ever played, they made fun of me because the first year I ever played fantasy was the rookie year of a Hall of Famer named LaDainian Tomlinson.
He's pretty good.
who I took
the
in
second
the
best
third
LT
round.
ever for the record.
I
The
took
second best
him
LT ever.
in like the third or fourth round, and everybody made fun of me.
Okay.
And I ended up going to the Super Bowl. I think losing to his ex-wife that year.
My man.
But that's what ends up happening in fantasy football. It's anybody's game. It's a lot of luck. It's a lot of like hoping your guys don't get injured.
Don't feel bad. My ex-wife makes everybody lose. Anyway, let's go.
I don't know. You know what? We're going to have her on the show at some point, and we'll see.
Feel freely. Come on.
Now let's move on and talk about everything else going on in the league. The Cowboys have reportedly sold more tickets than any other team.
They have.
Are you surprised?
They see
Are you surprised? Thank you.
The stadium
100K.
seats 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Big deal.
And I love it.
Awesome.
You know why? So when they fail again this year, 100,000 people crying again.
How much are the nosebleeds there? I got to go ahead. Keep going on. I'm going to check a nosebleed.
The question here,
check a nosebleed.
There's documentaries coming out on Netflix, too, about Jerry Jones.
I think this week,
this week. And they still call them America's team. Are the Cowboys still America's team,
Honestly,
Ernest?
you could argue yes because they still have the biggest pulse. The media still force feeds them down our throats every single time that chance they get, even in March and in June and in July when no one saw football at that point. So, yeah, in terms of that, I agree they are. However, they are boring. I don't understand. The Cowboys are boring. Like I get it in the '90s when they were great, and also those guys are characters, Emmett and Michael Irvin off the field. But the Cowboys today, and have been for the last 8 years, they're boring as hell.
Okay,
they're not even interesting.
For the so you sell it the whole thing, but you could sit in section 400 and first off, having 400 sections is wild. You know what that tells you, right?
That's
you have
fourth
the 100 exactly. So you have the 100s, the 200s, the 300s, and 400s. Like, what are you gonna have, the 500 sections?
No,
so
thanks.
all well and good to sell tickets in the 500 or 800 section or whatever. But I mean, is that saying anything? No. I don't know what the population density looks like there or whatever, but have at it, whatever. Like those fans, I'll take the 58,000 or 60,000 fans in the link, and you could have your 99 or 100,000 fans in Dallas, and you're going to get a louder crowd in Philadelphia because we're just better.
Maybe just me also, like the Cowboys don't feel like a serious team anymore. Like Jerry Jones feels like more like an entertainer. I'm here to entertain you guys. Forget winning. Like the Cowboys don't feel serious. Like the Cowboys in the 80s, 70s, and 90s, they were a serious football team. Like everything about the Cowboys is about the entertainment, all the stuff outside of football. It's annoying as hell. So yes, they are America's team for the wrong reasons.
How long can you keep that title? Like how do we get off of that title?
Well, first off, how do you get it in the first place? Because
well, by TV. First, they were playing them on TV when Aikman and those guys were there. They were on every single week. So it wasn't because of TV.
But they got that even before Aikman got there.
Right.
They were called that in the 70s.
Okay.
You know, so. I get that they get all the pulse. Everybody talks about it all the time. Stephen A. Smith does segments and TikTok videos committed to the Cowboys. I get that.
I know what I would
do. But they're not interesting.
I know what
they're
I would
not
do.
interesting at all.
I know what I do. I'm a brand manager for the Philadelphia Eagles, right?
Oh,
and
God.
I have all these ideas. We are now the universe's team. We are Philadephia Eagles is the team of the universe.
I'm done.
Yeah, you can't go bigger than the universe.
I gotta go.
They
Yeah.
can't.
If this
Okay.
was soccer,
the team
this
of
would
the
be
universe.
different. This would be different if this was soccer. Where'd Willie go? Does he want to come on the show?
Yeah, the team of the universe. The team of the universe.
Sully, come on.
But okay,
I can't do this.
so
Universe's team.
So the team of the universe is the Philadelphia Eagles. I just enjoy all these kids that are in their like late 30s that grew up watching the Cowboys in the 90s that are still Cowboy fans
I do
that
love
haven't had any wins in many years. But that's we're going to see that with the fans of the Patriots that during their winning seasons, all the little
We're
kids
going to get
like
back
the
there.
Chiefs.
So you're saying it'll.
Yeah.
How about this? It's hard to get where the Dallas Cowboys are right now from what they did then to the futility that they have now. That's not even easy to do.
Noah,
it's hard to be bad for 30-plus years.
If you had told me at 15 years old that the Dallas Cowboys after Super Bowl 30 would not only not get back to a Super Bowl, they would not even sniff an NFC title game. I would say, get out of here. No way.
How about this?
30 years later, we're there now.
How about this? I think that New England's futility will end in a shorter duration, way shorter duration than Dallas is ever.
I
This
agree.
is 30
I agree.
years.
Yeah, no, I think that's.
I remember watching them. They're in the playoffs. Tony Romo's muffing the snap on an extra point or something to win the game, or like the crazy stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
And only that, Noah, they're going. And right now, it feels like they're going backwards.
Yeah, I still remember the play. Remember they made the playoffs last time, and they got it handed to him, and then they run some trick play to Zeke, and where is that guy anyway? By the way,
He was in New England last year. He's probably not in the league anymore.
I thought Zeke was playing for the Cowboys again.
he
Oh,
was.
wait, yes. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Last year or this? He got
Last
signed
year
this
he
year.
was. Last year he was.
Oh.
Bunner says the only reason America's team because Rozelle wanted the title go to the Steelers, and then the chief, who actually was one of the people that formed this place, said we are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
There is no
like it.
America's team anymore because every team that's great ends up being hated anyway. The Chiefs had a nice little run, and then by the second title, people hate them.
Yeah, so now
whatever,
the Steelers
dude.
are the Western Pennsylvania's team, and the Eagles are the Universe's team.
Okay. Preseason week 2 is in the books. Anything that popped out at you guys, good or bad, after preseason?
Jackson Dart again looks really good, really good.
The Eagles, Dart, and we'll talk about that in a little bit because on my bets. But the Eagles' third-string quarterback stinks. We have problems on corners.
What's his name again? The third-string guy?
I don't even know, but he stinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
DTR's there?
Well,
Oh God, he's terrible.
understandable.
No.
Oh,
we have a rookie.
God.
We have a
He
rookie.
came from
Dorian
Cleveland.
No,
something
we have a
Robinson.
rookie.
Was him?
Us or him? Oh, his guy?
His guy. No, your guy that was his guy last
Yeah.
year.
Oh,
DTR.
no, he's not going to make the
He's
roster.
terrible. Yeah, he's
not gonna
terrible.
make the roster.
He's
Hey,
terrible.
watching some preseason, are you guys letting any of your stars play in the preseason?
Depends. Define stars because it depends. If they're young,
Well,
yes.
watching the other night,
If they're
you had
young,
guys playing. You had Jamar playing. You had Jaden Daniels playing on Monday
Has
night.
anybody got hurt?
no. Jane Daniels, yes, because he's still young. He can use the reps still.
Nobody's got hurt.
If he's
Not-
older,
not
if
any big
he's Joe
stars, no.
Flacco old, Aaron Rodgers, no.
Nobody's got hurt. I'll tell you this: the Eagles haven't started their starters, and we have guys banged up. Like it's starting to be a conversation.
Has
we have guys.
Jalen Hurts play any snaps at all?
No.
Okay.
No. So you wonder about the value in that. So he's a Super Bowl champ, right? So he's played
Allegedly.
He played more games than everybody last year, and arguably better than anybody last year. And he comes out on top. But he has all those reps. So how many reps do you need at that level?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
One series and you're done.
You're from Jersey. The Eagles
Western
are
New Jersey's team.
Western New Jersey's
thanks,
team.
thanks.
Is that what happened? So we're actually going to do our fantasy football draft on Tuesday
This-
at 1:00.
This
I
is
can't wait
must
for
see.
this.
Is there anybody that you are like, you don't have to give the guys?
How am
that
I
you're
going to say it on
taking.
here? I know what you're trying
Like,
to do.
Give
I'm not
somebody
doing
you're
it.
not taking. You don't want anything.
I'm
to
not
do
taking
with.
DTR.
Okay, you can mark anybody on the Dallas Cowboys. You write this down. If anybody on the Cowboys, I don't care if what the hell is that receiver?
CD Lamb.
Yeah, CD Lamb. We're in the 12th round.
It's
We're in the 12th round right now, and CD Lamb's up there, and he's just screaming to be picked.
Tanner McKee.
I'm a Shador Sanders, that guy, and I am not picking him. He could stay right on the board.
Is that because he's a
That's
cowboy?
where I'm at.
Is that because he's a cowboy?
You're going to Shador
just
him. I
because
like that.
he's getting Shadored, you just leave him on the board.
Give me your money.
Okay.
Shador, that rhymes too.
Well, if anything, you do that because to keep
Getting
away from
Shador, leave him
Well,
on the
you
board.
would do that to keep away from other teams. That's why you would do it.
See,
Anything.
No, you
looking
can
at-
have him. How about this? I think I'll let you have him because I think it's bad.
Hey, Willie's watching. Hey,
Hey, there
buddy,
it is,
how's it
Willie.
going?
He was just
Willie?
here like a second ago too. How's that work out?
Yeah.
He's quick.
That's
So,
magic.
Yeah, so that's my not taking. So if you want to strategize,
I'm not taking Jalen
Okay.
Hurts.
So
Oh,
here's
God.
what people have
man.
been picking on me my drafts for the past couple years.
Well,
because
you make it easy.
Weird.
it's a big deal for me to have certain players, and I'm not going to disclose them. But please don't disclose them here.
Give
Like
me one.
who I focus
Throw
or
one.
whatever.
Throw
I'm
one
not.
away.
I can't. I'm
Throw
not
a
doing
throw
it.
a throw
I
away.
don't want to do it because I can't give up my strategy.
Josh Allen.
But God, there's going to be times where I make picks and so, you know the worst part of draft is when you have it queued up and you have the guy in the queue and then somebody grabs him right before.
Yeah.
There's no worse feeling in the world. So all right, some guys. All right, I stay away from Dallas because I can't find myself on a Sunday cheering for anything good to happen in Dallas on the field in Dallas.
Respectable.
Like anything. Like yeah.
I
Like if
respect
Dallas,
My thing
if
is-
Dallas was on fire, I don't know if I'd give
You know
him
what I
order.
hate though when people take things personally. It's a fantasy
whole
football draft.
thing?
Yeah.
If Josh Allen's the best player in the draft and you hate the Bills, you still take Josh Allen because he's the best player available in the draft.
you
Stop
don't.
taking it personal. I mean, come on. Don't what
But wait, but from me, I do it because you do take it personal. But there's probably other options on the board, and if I lose a little bit and not have to root for CeeDee Lamb, I'm for that. If it's a huge gap, obviously, you go ahead and take that player. But so strategy, we're a PPR league, and we'll talk about all that stuff. But you won't see me going too far off the rails. I'm pretty consistent. I'd be interested to see what comes up. I can't wait to see the worst pick of the draft and the best pick of the draft. And this thing, like I said, and there's only one draft. I don't know if 2 hours of your life are better. Like Christmas, again, you rip open the gifts, and it's exciting
okay.
for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's okay. Fantasy football is like the ultimate.
Can I ask a question? Who is the favorite to be the first pick in most drafts?
It's
Probably
Is it
Jamar
Chase?
Chase.
Is it Chase? Is it Chase?
Jamar Chase.
wait.
so-
Don't give him any.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just
Don't give
curious
him
what.
too much. You should probably do research on your own.
No.
See,
I because typically a lot of players. I haven't played in 6 years.
Yeah.
So
perfect,
so
yeah.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
Perfect.
Running
Take
backs
Daniel
are-
Jones.
Welcome.
He's the first pick.
Shut
Daniel
up.
Jones.
Shut up, Michael.
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester. Yes. Oh, Tim Tebow. Anyway,
Okay.
go ahead.
So go ahead. You were saying something.
No, before I stopped playing in
Yeah.
2019,
Yeah.
typically the running backs will be the number one priority of getting
Used to
early
be, yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And now that's shifted.
No, the
now.
game has passed you by.
Yeah,
Ernest.
yes, exactly. And I'm noticing that now. That's why
okay.
receivers now number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
PPR.
the number one guy I took last year, I got the number one pick. It's like, oh, Chris McCaffrey. And I'm
Layup.
not making that unless he falls in like the second, third round. I'm not touching that guy this year, but it should be a fun fantasy football draft.
That's
we're
a
doing
little
on
mean.
Tuesday.
It's a
So
little
we're
mean
gonna.
to Michael,
So
just
we'll
saying.
have all the rosters. We can talk about this forever. All the rosters posted afterwards, and everybody's gonna be able to see. And then we'll put up the poll. Who
Feel
has the
free
best,
to
who has
trash
the best
Noah's
roster?
roster anytime you want.
Who has the best
Feel
roster?
free.
Yeah.
Okay, today we're going to go over our AFC West preview. This
Okay.
is probably the best division in all of football. You guys in agreement with that?
It's top three. It's top three.
Okay.
Top three. I mean, I still give it to the North, the AFC North, and I'll give it also to the. What's the other one? NFC North. What's the other one?
Okay.
We made this a couple weeks ago on the show. Remember? And you said no.
AFC
Go
West, it consists of the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
Right.
Okay, who is winning this division?
The same teams won the division for the last 6-7 years.
No.
It's not going to change.
No.
All right. So I got ahead of myself last year, and I put the Chargers in this spot to win it.
You do that. sometimes.
Hold on. I'm thinking. Give me a second. I'm channeling.
Raiders.
Okay. Put the stamp on it.
Champ stamp, here we go.
All right. And I don't do this lightly. And how I pick, I am putting the stamp on the San Diego Chargers.
That's
to
not the
win-
team anymore. They don't play in San Diego.
We still call them that.
The Chargers to win this division. Champ stamp it.
Champ stamp it right
so
now.
Yeah.
My concern is more so the injury to the left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, is it possible?
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs do. We'll get to know runners in a second.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs will come to earth a little bit.
Right.
Chargers, right there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
So I think it's certainly possible. I
Wait,
just
didn't
think
it-
that overall.
I thought the Chiefs were drugged down to earth and pounded into the dirt in the Super Bowl. Like, if that wasn't a statement.
Okay, but
Changing of the guards here, Ernest.
Look, once
into
again,
the
if you're surprised with the result of the Super Bowl, you're an idiot. Because listen to me. I told you guys on the show as
No,
an Eagle hater
Ernest
that
told
Eagles
All right,
win the
so
blowout.
1 or 2. Chiefs.
1 or 2 what?
Cut to the chase. Who,
I
who
said
wins the
Chiefs.
division?
Chiefs.
All right, who
Chiefs
gets
win.
2?
The
Mike,
order-
who do you have for the division?
Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and
I'm going to take the Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders.
All right.
so let's do your runners then.
I'm going with Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders.
I think we're all in agreement the Raiders are going to finish last in this
But
Yeah,
I
division.
there
think,
we
but
are,
I
yeah.
think they're gonna be frisky as hell. I think they're gonna be very frisky
gonna
as
be
hell.
frisky,
You got
whatever
Pete
that
Carroll
means.
there
Yeah.
now. Geno Smith
Yeah.
is capable of winning some games there. Over runners real quick. Broncos 9.5 wins. I'm gonna go over, slight over.
Okay,
They'll get
9.5 wins.
10 again like last year.
Okay, I'm going to go over on the Broncos also.
How many?
9.5.
I can't because if I have the Chiefs and the Chargers, if I give the Broncos 9.5, then it doesn't. The math doesn't work out. That means those guys gotta win.
Actually, no, they could all win go over. They did last year.
Yeah,
they did last year. They did last year. All three teams went
now
over.
you're debunking my math. Like that's weird. But okay, I'm not doing it. I'm going under for the Broncos. They're almost there. They're getting there.
Yeah, I said over for the Broncos.
The Chiefs 11.5 wins. I took the over, but it would not shock me if they go 11-6. Honestly,
last year they went 15-2.
Right, but I see a regression this year.
15-3.
I see a slight regression this year.
Oh, 15-3.
So,
oh God,
I got the
He's
under,
right, though.
under for
He
the
is.
Chiefs. Under for the Chiefs. I got
11-6.
Yeah.
okay.
Under.
I'm taking under for the Chiefs also.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it. I was like over.
could see
I
it.
have them 12-5,
They
but
barely won like half of their games last season.
Okay. Here's a
too.
question for you: Mahomes or Herbert right now?
I still Mahomes.
Talking Mahomes
Still Mahomes.
still.
Okay.
Still
have,
taking
have,
Mahomes.
have fun with that.
Win me a game. Win me a playoff game, please.
I don't know. Do you guys
Win me a playoff game, please.
Did you watch a Super Bowl or no?
Did you watch the playoffs this year as a whole? Herbert crapped the bed against
my.
the Jaguars 2 years ago. Crapped the bed against the Texans last year.
I saw it.
Okay,
Come
what
on
about
now.
the Raiders, huh? What about the Raiders, Ernest?
Dude, I might go over on this, man.
6.5.
I went to this girl last night. There's opportunities there.
Do they have your frisky stamp?
Yes, they are my
whatever the hell that
friskiest team.
means.
It means teams that are
Frisky.
not, consider good, but are hard out every week.
We need a show.
That's
We need something on the show.
You
a
got
graphic.
Gentry running back.
Right.
You have
and
Geno
you put
Smith.
it right on there. We'll put the
I'm
champ
going
stamp.
over
There we go.
on the Raiders.
Jake
7-10.
just looked at me like more
7
work
and
for
10
Jake.
for the Raiders.
But
Done.
we'll have it on there when the champ stamp comes out. I'm going to design the champ stamp. I'll get that to you. You're going to hit it.
Shout out to Michael James.
We're going to have
7 and 10.
the
Yeah.
frisky
Thank you.
stamp and then whatever else
Yes.
Mike comes up with.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
going
I
over
like
on this
that
one.
idea.
Okay. Champ
See?
stamp, frisky stamp,
Yeah.
and the damp stamp.
Yeah, tramp stamp.
Oh, there we go. Got to be in the back of your on the back too, right over the crack. So now we're going to move on and talk about
Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 9.5 wins is the over/under. I'm going to go over on this as well. I am concerned again about the left tackle will be out for the year,
Yeah.
but I'll take the over still. Jim Harbaugh is still Jim Harbaugh.
All right, I'm going the over, hard over. I think this might be one of the best bets.
Then the playoffs is your team
I'll go
also.
over with that one
There you
too.
go.
So we're all in agreement. We none of us disagree on that.
That's weird.
But now let's move on to baseball. Let's talk about some baseball now that we're 42 minutes into the show. The Brewers just had a 14-game win streak.
Walk off.
Ended by Austin Hayes of the Reds in extra innings. How are we feeling about the Brewers going into the playoffs? Is this a real legit team, Ernest?
I think they are. But I will say the Dodgers are starting to get hot again, and so again, we still have the rest of August to go and September. So baseball, the Mets has had a weird month and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they won 3 of the last 4 games, so things can change on a dime in baseball. So this 14-game winning streak can turn into another 6-game or losing 7 out of 10 in September. So I think they're a really good team. But ultimately, looking at big picture, I'm still taking the Dodgers from the National League.
How are the fans in Milwaukee? Do they fill that thing every game?
They're
nothing else to
loyal.
do.
They're loyal. Yeah, they're loyal.
Okay, I wonder
Drink
what that
beer,
looks like.
watch baseball.
I don't.
basketball?
Okay, so you rank fans of different teams. The Eagles are 1 or 2 or whatever,
God.
and Steelers
As
are up
the
there and all
worst?
this. And then you get to the Brewers on sports franchise fans, and I don't even know if they make any top 1,000.
Well, but they don't have any national appeal.
Right.
That I agree with you.
Right.
But in terms of they're not the Marlins.
Right.
The people in Milwaukee love the Brewers.
Okay.
And not for nothing. They've been a good team a couple of years now.
Yeah. Oh.
So they went to the playoffs last year.
No, you win 14 games in a row, you're a legit team.
Yeah.
I mean, you just are. That's not by accident. And they're good at everything. Maybe not great at specific things, but they're good at everything, and they're
Right.
balanced, and they're consistency.
The
How about
main-
consistency?
The main
Yeah.
question is, can they beat the Phillies? Can they beat the Dodgers? Can they beat
The first, all right.
That's the
They
measuring
keep
stick.
changing the playoffs and doing all this stuff. The first series is always 5, or is it 7?
It's 3 first, then it's 5, then it's 7.
It's 3, but the Brewers will get a bye.
Right now they're going to buy.
Okay, so if they get the bye, if they're in a 3-game series, there's too
that
much
hurts- that
variance
hurts
in there. I agree.
Yeah.
Now over 7 games, their consistency comes into play. I think it's
In
good.
fact, they lost a 3-game series last year to who?
I know. That's why I just said
My
that.
boys.
Yeah. So I didn't have it on the list. The Yankees actually hit 9 home runs last night against the Rays, and so
Who
one
got
of
him? You know who got him?
Judge got
Judge got one
Rice
of them
get
at
any?
least. I believe
Dominguez?
I thought no, Dominguez. That you should just throw those
Get
cards.
those
and
cards.
Light them on fire, Noah. But
Yeah.
I was texting this morning our one of our assistant general managers, Sal, who's our horse guy, who was
Yeah.
on for the
Shout out to
Kentucky
Sal.
Derby.
Yeah.
And he was actually there,
Oh.
but he didn't go to the game. He's like, no, it was a rain delay and blah, blah, blah. It would have been cool.
That dude's
but,
weird. That dude's
I mean,
weird.
he missed the best game to go to with 9
He could have been
home
on
runs.
there, like on the thing, catching the ball.
Yeah.
Like a Judge
9
home run,
runs, and he missed it.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, so I hope you have a great vacation, Sal. But that was going on last night. Mariners' Cal Raleigh is on the verge of MLB history. He
This
has
kid is
47
sick.
home runs.
For a catcher.
The
This kid is
48
sick.
is the record set by the catcher from KC.
He might break it.
Yeah. Oh. If he doesn't, then there's really something wrong. And
Biggest
they need
slump
to
in the history
investigate that.
of baseball. He's gonna look. This kid's amazing. We just played them this past weekend. We took 2 out of 3 to Seattle, but he had a home run in, I think, 2 of the games.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So this kid's amazing. He's right. He's not even the favorite MVP, which is crazy.
So you know what? So I've been thinking about this, and catchers typically aren't the best hitters on the team, right?
No.
And you would
Typically,
agree.
no.
Right. So because what happens is, and I see this, I never coach baseball, but I imagine as you're coming up in baseball that when you're working on hitting, which everybody, you can do so much fielding, but when you're working on hitting, that the catcher is probably catching for the hitting,
Right,
and
so
he
he's-
doesn't get all the
the
reps.
attention thing,
And
in
his
other words.
focus,
Right.
his focus is on his throwing and picking guys off and all the other stuff. So it's really amazing what he's doing. How's he on defense? Is he?
good.
How many guys did he pick off?
Pretty good
Did he pick
defensive
anybody off,
catcher.
or are we
I
catching
don't think
anybody?
I don't have any stats on
He's
that,
not
but-
throwing like Pudge, but
Okay.
he's okay.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes to the AL MVP, the favorite as of yesterday when I got these
Yeah,
numbers was
that's-
still Aaron
I mean,
Judge.
and
That's a low-hanging fruit.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous too. He's missed time number 1. Not saying he's having a great year,
Yeah.
but the Yankees are underwhelmed
That's
this
like
year.
Ernest's version of Frisky. Like, oh yeah, Judge
I
is
agree.
Frisky.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like
no,
Frisky.
no.
Yeah, we
Cal,
know.
Yeah, Cal. If Seattle wins the division, that's your MVP right there. Stop it.
Yeah. Raleigh's still at plus 105. So what happened in a minor league game the other night is an outfielder for the Mariners, Victor Robles, who I knew from fantasy baseball. He actually threw the bat at the pitcher that nailed him, like one of the first at bats of the game. I believe this pitcher had hit him multiple times before. And
Fight fire with fire,
in
right?
a rage, he threw his bat towards him. He didn't throw it at him
Yeah.
because that would have been a whole
I don't
other
see a problem with
story.
that.
So here's what we do. I got a fix for this.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the catcher throwing it back to the pitcher, let the batter throw it back to the pitcher.
I
Then
like
that
it.
would stop that stuff.
I like it.
Right?
I like that idea.
Yeah. Okay. It's fair.
that kinda
It's
like
I
when-
fixed it. I have ideas, and I just
You
fixed
have
that.
good ideas sometimes.
Now you could bean. You could literally bean the pitcher.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
going to put in a call to Rob Manfred about doing that. I think
Yeah.
it's a great
not
idea.
terrible
Pick it
idea.
right off the
That's
ground,
not a
take it,
terrible
and
idea,
wing
man.
it right at him.
So Robles did get a suspension for 10 games. That's not as bad as years
good.
ago. That prospect, I believe it was a prospect for the Tigers, that threw a bat at an umpire in a minor league game. You remember that? He actually was a pretty good player too. I'll show you the
that,
clip.
no.
It was years ago. That was even worse. But Robles now has a 10-game suspension. Also going on in baseball, Rob Manfred, the commissioner, has discussed the possibility of expansion and
guys seen this?
realignment.
Have you seen this? So, like, based on the
The Yankees
idea
and Mets in
the same division, the Marlins and the Rays, same division, I'm against it.
Yeah, you talk about purists and what would happen if you did something like this. Now, the NFL did it. You remember at one point the Arizona Cardinals were playing in the, like, weren't they in?
NFC East.
Yeah,
They were the Phoenix Cardinals.
right. Okay, so you talk about realignment, how weird that would be. Now you talk about, saving time for the players. Obviously the players are going to be, the players union is going to be in support of that, less travel and all those things. But it's a bad precedent to set. And you have these rivalries that you're literally going to water down. Now the Subway Series, they fixed all that. Remember when they used to not play each other at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking about just flipping that card over and putting everybody playing each other
I hate
and
it.
all that stuff. You hate it? That's
I
it?
hate it. I hate it.
Write
with
it
a
down?
passion. I hate it with a passion.
Okay.
I hate it because I'm okay with that being twice a year.
I'm for it then.
That's it.
You want the pitchers
Yeah,
to
if you,
Can I-
if
wait,
you
can I
hate
say
it,
so?
if you hate it, I'm for it.
I'm done.
Whatever it
Yes.
is.
I still
Whatever
want
it
I
is.
still want the pitchers to hit also.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss those days.
Yes, I agree with that.
I miss those.
Yeah.
But,
And
that
I'm for
realignment.
that, for violence, but not
Yeah.
for the real
That
life.
realign, yeah, because who you're going to hit? The pitcher, obviously.
Exactly.
I mean,
Don't
you
hit
got
me-
somebody
hit me
to throw
again.
at.
What's up?
Yeah,
Hit me
you get
again.
somebody
Let's
to
go.
throw at.
Oh, well, that's it. So you're a very good point, Mike. They took that away. So when a pitcher would beat a guy in the AL, he had to get up there against the other pitcher at some point and stand there.
Yeah,
So
I know,
that
yeah.
fixed it, and that kept it, at least in the AL, tamped it down. Now the rules are off, so we got to have some kind of, maybe if you hit somebody, we get a free throw back at you. You have a guy specifically trained to wing it at the pitcher.
Yeah, just one guy that's just good at hitting people.
Yeah, with
like
the
he's
ball.
good at dodgeball.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yvette's checking in. Happy birthday, Yvette.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Yeah, it's
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
all day,
Hey,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm doing a show.
He's doing
No,
a show.
we do it later. You're gonna
Oh yeah,
dinner.
We got stuff. Yeah, we're gonna see Sal in Tampa.
Okay, cool.
Not really, but yeah.
No, I don't think Sal knows about that, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, heads up.
So we got to talk about. We are actually marketing partners with Hard Rock Bet, and that's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Got to be 21 and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you are concerned about gambling, call them at 1-88-ADMIT-IT.
It's football season. I got to re-up. That reminds me. So
Yeah,
I carried
it's
last
time.
season. I think I put in $50, and I carried myself from football season straight through to now. And then I took all my funds that I had and put it into futures bets. Now I still have the possible $10,000 bet or $11,000 bet. That still has a chance, outside chance.
Very
Yep.
small chance.
But I have all futures, Eagles Super Bowl MVP, and all this stuff. And now I'll go ahead and fire something in. I don't get this bonus, but anybody who can, go ahead and get it in there now. This is, I mean, you could start your season off really good. You bet $5 and you get all those bets, and you just start firing them in there.
And talking about sports betting, this is going to go into our next segment. The NBA Players Union is supporting some further limitations on the kind of prop bets that sports books can accept on NBA games. A lot of other organizations, college and others, representatives from the league and the NBPA said they would be behind looking at more restrictions. We're talking about prop bets on players. And I know a couple of years ago, I remember this was big when the Final Four and the Sweet 16 were going on, how college players are going back to class and their classmates were like, hey, man, I had a prop bet on you last week, and you guys screwed that up. And one of the main reasons, because so many people now, they're catching so many people, obviously the Cleveland pitchers and people in basketball that obviously are throwing games and that kind of stuff and investigating guys, shaving certain things. You know, look at those old Netflix documentaries for that. How do we feel about them getting rid of prop betting in general, which is what I think most sports want now?
All right. So, what I do for a living, Mike, is to make sure that gambling operations run on the up and up. That there's no collusion and other. That's what I do.
Yes.
Well,
you're
I'm
good to
trained
talk
in
to.
this.
Yeah.
I know. So they should have came and seen me about this.
Probably.
So there's ways to work around this. I know for a fact that there's software available. Everything's intuitive enough that if Joe Smith is from Greenbow, Alabama, and there's a player in the NBA who's from Greenbow, Alabama, and the player in the NBA happens to do something that made an over or under that made everybody's heads turn a little bit, and then they circle back and do some research on Joe Smith from Greenbow, and they find a connection there. I think he could police it. It'll never be 100%. Now it's 100%. If you have the whole team, good luck getting the whole team saying, okay, I got a plan, guys. We're going to miss this field goal. Even though we're going to win the game, we're going to miss this field goal in order to make a few bucks. So tell all your friends, you guys all in on this. That doesn't happen. When you have more than two people keeping a secret, it's not a secret anymore.
The risk reward is just too great to even do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it? Wait, is it though? Are we okay? So Carlos Rogers, who helped the Eagles win the Super Bowl, right? He was out for a year. For betting on other teams. He was out for 1 year.
Yeah.
Comes back, and he's playing, and he's now a Super Bowl winner. Now, I'm not against death penalties for these things, and you can't come back and play ever again, but did he learn his lesson or not, or did anybody else learn a lesson from that? I don't know. So you have to really start considering it. There's got to be a way around this. Now, don't forget there's other things that go into playing this. There's another kind of, if you will, gambling or something you can wager on sports. It's fantasy sports.
Daily fantasy.
Yeah, daily fantasy. The daily fantasy that doesn't have sports betting wants to see this happen because then the only way you can pick on players is to bet on players themselves.
Right,
so
correct.
Good luck. The cat's out of the bag.
Yes.
This thing's going and it's moving. Good luck in trying to get this thing flipped. It's just going to come down to.
Right.
Anytime you have money, all right, no matter what it is, and here's another life lesson for you. No matter what it is with money, sometimes people do nefarious things where they do things to gain an advantage for whatever reason. We don't know what they have going on. Maybe their family's starving. I don't know. But when you have that available, you have to be careful that something's going to happen. It's never going to go away. So if you eliminated this one, you would have to strip it down to absolutely nothing but win or loss with point, and not even point spreads. You'd have to do win or loss, and that's how dramatic it is. If you have a kicker and you have a point spread and he goes up to kick, even if he's working on his own with a point spread, he could shave points. It's a problem.
Yeah.
And as an NBA diehard who does not like betting the NBA games but loves betting props, I am completely against it.
Let's go further, too. We'll take it one step further.
Go ahead.
Does the general public really, really have overly concerned, or you just chalk it down as the cost of doing business? Like, right? Let's say if 1.00001 outcomes of something isn't on the up and up, how often is it going to affect you? Not often.
And look, it's working. Like they're finding players out, or at least investigating players that may look shady, and they're getting dealt with. So the more you see that, the more players are going to be resistant to do it. They're not going to risk their big paychecks to alter a bet. You know what I mean? So you'd
be surprised. I mean, Ohtani had at some point he was implemented in something and he got out of that, whatever it is.
But I guarantee we'll do it again, though. I guarantee we'll do it again, though. I guarantee you that was scary enough. Say, okay,
right.
You know what?
So if you put a guarantee to not do it again, you're forgiven.
No, but if you, if you're no, if you're caught, you're done.
That's a bad
there's no second chance once you're caught.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you were like floating around the edges of it,
like you dodge one, you'd be like, whoa, like that could have been bad.
Yeah. So
how about think of that before you start that?
Right. Exactly.
Well, I'm interested to see with this season the two Indians pitchers or Guardians pitchers. Sorry about that. With those two pitchers, Clase being one of the premier closers in all of baseball. Okay, this isn't some middle relief guy. This is one of the better closers in all of the sport. I'm interested to see what baseball is going to do to him. Obviously we know with Calvin Ridley they suspended him for a year.
So did we nail it down exactly what he did yet?
I never really researched it, but
I don't
usually
think
it's
not
like
like
first pitches.
Yeah, they're not putting it out and like pushing it on us, but like, hey, it's not the headline, and it's not going to be a headline. And no matter what happens, there is money involved in all of this. So they are going to keep it a little close to the vest. But have faith. They're going to do their best to keep everything. Integrity in sports is highly important.
Yeah, I think so, too. Now we're going to move on to college football.
All right.
The season's kicking off in hours from now. Which team is going to shock the world this year, Ernest?
If you go based on the rankings, Florida is the team looking at, because I think they were 16, maybe lower than that.
Right.
All the hype in Florida is that they're going to be a team that only is going to maybe not win the SEC necessarily, but they'll be in the conversation to at least in the SEC championship game and maybe get to the playoffs. So they're a team to me. I look at it as like the entire bracket could be messed up because of the Gators.
All right. So if you say shock, can I pick it the other way too, like shockingly bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Texas is going to go in and lose their first game, and it's going to spiral a little bit, and they're going to fall off the radar.
Do you think they'll lose badly to Ohio State, or you think there'll be a close game and a close loss?
I think they'll.
Because this is a sport.
Are they at Ohio State?
It's Ohio State.
They get blown
because
out.
Because this sport's where optics matter. Because if you lose in a good way, you won't get slipped as much in the polls.
No, this
way,
is coming. You're going to go in there, and I'm a believer that the talent that Ohio State has on that roster, just the pure speed and some other things all over the field. I get you have Arch over in Texas, and he's supposed to be the next coming. But I think pretty quickly it could go off the rails. They lose that game. That's going to be the shocker, like what happened to Texas.
Yeah. Texas and Ohio State currently, both of them are at the top to win the national championship at plus 450 right now.
Could you imagine kicking off the season on that? It's wild.
Yeah, isn't that crazy to start the season
Let's
with the
reschedule
top
that
two
thing.
teams?
Can we reschedule that till later?
That's
Aren't you
probably
supposed
not a
to
good
play
idea.
like the blind children of St. Mary's Episcopal the first game, like, and really get warmed up before you jump into this thing?
The first game should be against like John I. Leonard or Lake Worth, not against Texas or Ohio State
or the Bishop Gorman.
Exactly, Bishop Gorman. That was a good school.
Bishop Gorman.
Who is our greatest college football player of all time? We mentioned last week. I'm
saying
Tim Tebow.
Don't at me on this.
I'm saying Tim Tebow.
I'm going to let you guys be wrong.
So here's what I'll say.
Yeah, don't look at my notes.
So there's an argument for a guy like Herschel Walker, who had a great, but of course it's before my time. I was alive, but he was way too young to appreciate him in Georgia, 82. The best singular season I've seen by a player is Cam Newton in Auburn.
Okay.
That team was not good, in my opinion. It was mediocre at best, and they won the whole thing. And Cam Newton, that 1 year in Auburn, Cam Newton, to me, is the singular best season I've ever seen. Best player, I mean, you need a larger sample. I think, obviously, Tim Tebow is one guy that's done multiple years and, won 2 titles and been always in the conversation and all that stuff. But to me, the best player I've seen in a 1-year sample, I know people are going to say Joe Burrow that year, but Joe Burrow had a phenomenal team around him. Cam Newton, what he did in 2010, to me, is the best singular season I've seen.
Well, we're not talking season.
Well, again, it's a smaller sample because you only play, max 3-4 years in college?
Right.
So, Cam Newton for me.
All right, there's only one answer. Mike, you go next, so you're wrong.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I
Right,
love
and
Tim Tebow.
I'm a big Gator fan, right? But when you're
I
wrong, you're
think
wrong.
Can I guess it first? Give me a team and guess it.
No. Like, what? There's only going to be one if I give
Is
you
it
a
Reggie
team.
Bush?
No, it's Herschel Walker.
Okay.
All right, so I did
That's
mention
what he
it.
said.
All right, he's a freshman.
stole it from you.
1980.
He stole my answer.
You didn't say Herschel.
I did say
That's what he did.
You hear what I
He
said?
said Herschel
That's your
Walker.
final,
Herschel Walker.
final answer?
Well, I said that Herschel Walker might be the greatest of all time, but I didn't get to watch him
He never
in Georgia.
likes- he
You don't
never
know. You don't
gives a
understand.
firm answer.
Yeah, you're always trying to walk the middle
I've
of the line.
seen. No, but I made it
Like
clear.
you're trying to
the
like,
best
oh,
player
they
I've
could
seen.
be good. They
no,
might
it's
win
not
this
my
game.
fault. You're
They
old.
might lose this
it's
game.
not my fault. You're older than me. Like you saw.
You
Herschel
literally
Walker in
say
Georgia.
stuff you say. Okay, let me go over some of the stuff you say. They can win this game.
The best
They might win this.
They're
There's
frisky.
a chance.
They're
There's now a
frisky.
chance. They're frisky.
Yeah.
Could they lose this? Yeah, they could lose this. Will the Chiefs lose a game? Maybe not this one, but they will lose a game.
At some point
like all
they're
these
going
things.
to.
I did caveat
You
it,
gotta
bro.
learn to
But
stand
Noah,
by with
Noah,
conviction.
but I did caveat. I said it's probably Herschel Walker, but I didn't get to watch him in '82 in Georgia.
I know what you're up
That's all I'm
against.
saying.
I know what you're up against. I start this trend where I'm putting champ stamps on things, and I'm nailing it. And now you're like, how am I going to match that thing? So I could see you being
So
ambiguous.
you're saying
with
to
your
me right
choices.
now on this podcast, I need to be more aggressive and more stick to my convictions.
Need more chance.
New York Giants Super Bowl champions, right?
No, I need you to take stances on things and stand by it and be wrong.
Okay, Herschel Walker it is.
Okay, so it is Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Go
Okay,
ahead.
18 years old. Ready? 1,616 yards with 15 touchdowns and
Pretty
a
good.
natty.
Pretty good.
All right, so he ran for 5,295 yards in 3 years, and not the 3 years we're talking about now, where you have all these crazy games, and he was running through a gauntlet. He ran for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns with a separated shoulder in 1981 Sugar Bowl. Herschel Walker carried that team. It was an absolute nightmare. Write it down, and if I was watching him play, I would be able to put the champ stamp on him. This guy is the guy. He ended up going to Dallas at some point and all that stuff or whatever, but he's still the man. He is still the guy.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to our sports betting picks of the
Oh.
week. I'm going to go with a Pirates game today because I do so well picking the Pirates.
Is Skeens
as we know.
pitching?
No, he's not.
All right, I'm not going with the Pirates.
Okay, so I'm picking the Pirates to win today.
Yeah.
That means 2 in a row. I'm taking Johan Oviedo, their pitcher, for 4+ strikeouts. That's
Okay.
not that far-fetched.
Yeah.
And run total for both teams under 10.5. I'm getting a 30% profit boost on that. So $25 is going to win you $163 on the Pirates today.
Against who?
They're playing. Who are they playing? Toronto.
All right, so the Pirates score like not a 0 or 1, right? So now you only got to fade 9 others. So I think the under's good. But and you like the Pirates? I don't know.
I'm winning this one today.
Okay, good luck, buddy.
Putting the champ stamp on it. Putting the tramp stamp.
Wow, what do you got, Ernest?
Well, I'm in futures mode, so I'm going to take some futures here. I'm going to take the over on the Jaguars at 7.5 wins, the under on the Saints at 6.5 wins, and that's a lock. I'm a lock of the year probably.
Okay.
And then the over on the New York Giants when 5.5 games. Bet 100, make $500.
All right, so I looked at a couple. I don't hate it. I looked at a couple rookie of the year. So I have other stuff in. I haven't put in rookie of the year. So, all right. So this one pains me a little bit. The first one, not. J&T plus 260. I think that's a good bet.
It's a very good
bet. I think that a running back can win those things. They're flashy. He's going to get it. You see him in preseason. Everybody loves him. So I'm in on that one. And then this doesn't give credit to the whole team. I don't think it's going to help the whole team as a whole, and I don't think the Giants are going to win any games. But I got Jackson Dart is coming in at like 22-1 to win Rookie of the Year. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Dart in there as well. And you
Throw a
remember,
dart.
I'm going to throw a dart at this one. Good one, Mike. And I was high on this guy before the draft, and we could go back, and I said this guy's a winner and all this stuff. I think it carries on. He wins Rookie of the Year. Write it down. No champ stamp, though.
Oh, okay. Well, forget it then.
Yeah.
Nobody's
What
betting
are you
that.
doing?
No, that's write it down. It's one step.
Hold
It's one
on.
step.
Write it down. What are you,
Stop.
Earnest
No,
now?
but you sat there and criticized me for 20 minutes
Yeah.
here about,
I don't have to
put
do
some
it.
conviction to it.
I don't have to do it on ever, but you never do it, and I do it all the time.
So you want to break now? You want?
No, I'm going to do it
Whatever,
selectively.
Noah. Whatever, Noah.
You can't have
Whatever.
a champ stamp on everything because then you're going to be
Jackson
wrong.
Dart's
You got to
frisky
wait.
this season.
aren't
He's
you?
going to be frisky.
Don't you have balls? Come on.
All right.
Going to be frisky.
That's right.
Okay, now we're going to talk about what's going on here at PBKC because we got so much going on. We're kicking off the season. It's getting nuts here. We got August high hands going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
We got bigger, even September high hands that are going to start next month. But those high hands are every 15 minutes. $15,000 cash giveaway on the 30th. Then the August progressive high hand weekends with a $100,000 giveaway. Move on to Feast and Football, which is already spoken about. Starts September 7th. You can't beat it. It is the best place in town. Grab your friends. Come on out. If it's a $25 buffet, if you bet $25 or more while you're here using the Hard Rock Bet app, which we are obviously marketing partners with, then you're going to get that buffet for free, and that is every football Sunday during the NFL season.
Every game, NFL Sunday ticket, every game.
All the way till January 4th. So,
we'll have
even Duval.
So with all the things going on, with all the different ways to watch games, where you got to like Hulu and like all this all this weird stuff,
gonna save money.
If you come here to PBKC on when the football game is on, it'll be on TV. Champ stamp it.
Champ stamp it.
He goes back now he does it now.
Yep. Okay, $10
only
poker
things you're
party.
sure of, and I'm sure that your game will be on. Come here, we have it.
$10 poker party also is coming up this month, August 29th. That is one of the hottest tickets in town. Everybody loves a $10 poker party. Come out.
Does.
If you've never played before, go up to the cashier, which we got some great cashiers, and say, hey, $10 poker party. I followed you guys on social media and show the cashier, and you're getting your first buy-in for that $10 poker party for free.
It's legit free. You sit down at a table, you get a stack of chips, and you're playing poker for free and chance. There's nothing anywhere ever anymore for free. There's nothing free.
Nobody
free $99.
I love that word.
If it's free, it's for me.
Others have tried, but nobody can compete with that offer. $10 poker party. Bring your friends. August 29th. Also going on, we have the big charity poker tournament. We actually had T.A. Walker from Channel 5 and 29.
We were on mainstream media
this
today.
morning. We were all over the news. Channel 5 and 29.
Were you on camera too?
No, Joey.
No, I'm only allowed to be on the show now. I've got a contract with the PBKC Picks.
You went all over.
That's the only time. But
the beard, man. Come on.
Joey Dolan was on there.
No. What's his name? That's not his name.
Yeah.
What the name you used earlier?
Joey Dolenz.
Joey Dolenz.
He's our tournament director. He was on. T.A. Walker, again, thanks for coming out this morning. Everybody was here so early.
This is a great charity. We've been working with this charity forever. So, come on in and support it if you can on Sunday.
Forgotten Soldiers Outreach, Live Like Jake.
Yeah.
And, of course, the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And that tournament's coming up this Sunday. Yep. It's going to be one of the fun ones, the great charity tournament. And last but not least, let's talk about all the big shows going on in the
It's
paddock.
building. That calendar is building
getting
quick.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to be busy come October, November, December, and all the way into 2026 with so many great shows, including it kicks off with the Reaction Band, who's playing Motown hits
I
October 3rd.
want to see that one, actually.
It's going to be good.
I'm
October
a Motown
17th, Rat Pack Now. Those crooners are coming back. We just signed Beer for My Horses, which is a Toby Keith tribute. They're going to be here November 8th. Yeah. We also have, Noel will be interested in this, an Eagles tribute band is going to be here, too. We just announced that. Yeah, it's not Jalen Hurts. It's
Don Henley.
It's
Don Henley, not Jalen
It's the
Hurts.
singing Eagles. Yeah, it's not Jason Kelsey. It's the other singing Eagles.
Okay.
They're going to be here, too. But we have a full list. We also have some great comedians coming up, including Jimmy Fallon, Joe DeVito, Tyrus will be back, too. You can't beat the lineup.
I thought you just say Jimmy Fallon for a second. It's like,
no, this guy's actually funny.
Maybe.
No, the one we're having is funny. Jimmy Fallon,
Fallon's not funny.
he hosts Fox News Saturday night, and also Joe DeVito, who's always on Gutfeld, and Tyrus, a former wrestler, and who's always on Gutfeld, too. He'll be here in January. So we got a full lineup. Go to our website, pbkettleclub.com, for more information. And what are we looking forward to this week, fellas?
I go first, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, after a year doing this podcast, I miss my first episode next week because I'll be in New York doing what Noah does, traveling for concerts. So
I love
I'm going to see System Down in Corn in concert at MetLife Stadium next Thursday. Looking forward to that. So me and the wife going to New York for a couple of days to kind of get away.
Stadium. Which one's that?
That's where home of the four-time Super Bowl
Wow,
champions.
you're going to get a tear in your eye and be like at least you'll be able to see something good.
That'll depress.
Some product that's good there in that stadium this year.
So it'll be a little getaway without the kids too, especially. So it's nice,
We don't know what we're going to do without you, Ernest.
You'll do
probably
a lot.
going to have a great show.
Yeah,
but
probably
still.
a great show.
Oh, you're going to miss the show?
Yeah, we're going to
excellent.
This
is great. Why?
That's
like
awesome.
this is first.
I'm going to call in.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
maybe we'll just play a best of Earnest show. I think that would be
frisky for a while hour.
Great. So we're getting close to. All right, so football, it's everything football. I'm going to put in work this weekend, and you guys are going to
me
dog
too.
it for the fantasy football. I know what you guys are going to do. You're not going to put in the work that I'm going to put in. I'm going to drill the things down. I'm going to run simulations on Madden. I'm going to do all this stuff to figure out where the numbers are coming in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to prepare to crush this
Speaking
draft
of Madden.
next Tuesday.
Speaking of Madden, how's that going?
Jump stamp.
You like it?
It's okay. I'm playing a lot of college. I like college right
Oh,
now.
nice.
So,
Good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
The best Madden player he's ever met. That's him.
He's really good, though. I ain't going to lie.
No, I think it's going to be fun. Now that we're into football season, like Noah said, fantasy drafts are coming up.
Ooh.
Obviously, sports betting, we can't wait. We are it feels like days away from the beginning of the regular season. So we hope you'll join us every week, especially coming up as we get into football season.
Tuesday, remind them. Tuesday
This
at 1
Tuesday,
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
There's going to be a show. We're going to have people.
Oh, there's going to be a show. Okay.
We're going to have a show.
Okay.
I'm going to draft live on here as we're drafting.
That'll be fun.
I'm going to give the behind the scenes, you pay for stuff like this. I'm going to explain and give the information. No, maybe not a lot, but like $2.99 or something. You would subscribe. I'm going to give insight and advanced strategies for draft.
This is going to be fun.
Live on here. Everybody's going to draft, and we're going to see the draft order. Whatever. Be here Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
I'll be in line getting my kids, but I'll be definitely drafting.
Yeah, I'll be down running a poker tournament between like people yelling at me. I'll be like, okay, I'll take Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
you know?
no excuses.
Yeah,
No
it's going to be a lot of fun. Tuesday, 1 o'clock, right here on all social media. And we're PBKC Picks. We're going to catch you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Have a great week, everybody.
See you in 2 weeks, guys.
And Tuesday.
PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today.
Sizzling summer August high hands at PBKC. Now every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight. $15,000 cash giveaway on August 30th. Also this month are August Progressive High Hand Weekends with a $100,000 bonus giveaway. Win extra cash for qualifying hands. Miss it today, win more tomorrow. Visit the Poker Room for more information.